Arr.
Woo! All right. Welcome to Cereal is Breakfast Soup, episode 3, the podcast no one wanted, but guess what? We're giving it to you anyway. Kind of like, your standard mid 40s erectile dysfunction. You don't want it, but chances are you're going to have it. So, welcome in, folks.
That's sad.
And massive surprise, Drew. I didn't think it could happen, but guess what? Turns out
what happened then?
sexual sorcery is real and it works.
Really?
Bird has come back from the grave. Bird,
I
welcome.
have risen
Oh my
from
god!
the cream, and I have turned into a cream phoenix. I am here.
A cream phoenix? Is it
Yes,
like
your
is it like
sorcery has worked.
Is it like that scene from Harry Potter where like the bird comes from the ashes?
Yeah.
Except
Yes, but it's cream.
you.
I come out.
You come out of like a pile of shit and come.
Yes, but someone fucked up the fucking seance because now I have a giant horse cock, but I look like Schmeagol from fucking Lord of the Rings.
Oh no!
It's like my precious, but he's like
My
he has
precious, and I'm holding my giant cock.
He has
Both
to,
hands
Oh
of my
no!
precious.
He has to like carry it on his shoulder.
Yes.
He has to carry it on his shoulder like it's a fucking log, and then he pets it too because he had like pet
Yes.
the ring
Oh
and like pet
no!
his massive horse cock. So now I feel like it's like Thanos. Now I feel like we're in perfect balance as all things should be because now we have one guy, Drew, who has a normal sized penis, myself, who has the small dick. Now I'm gonna die, and then you with a massive ass, like 2 foot cock.
Massive.
So we're
Ginormous.
pretty balanced out here.
There we go.
So
We got the full spectrum,
we got
just like autism.
we got the full spectrum. We could each, what we'll do is we'll actually change the background of the podcast to like all the puzzle pieces, but there'll be different sizes to represent all the different sizes of cock out there.
Understandable.
So,
That's very thoughtful.
it is jubilant. So Bird, what ended up happening, man? I heard through the grapevine while you were in the underworld that you fucking were tortured by Satan and had to watch the new Matrix movie.
Oh God!
Oh no!
They pinned my eyeballs open and forced me to watch until they bled.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's like Clockwork Orange. They like strap your eyes open.
Oh my God! 2.5 hours of anal destruction is what I would call this movie if I had to describe it.
Is it really that bad?
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's so bad. It just It's like Episode 7. 8 and 9 of Star Wars. It destroys everything. It makes no sense. It's literally like Episode 7 where they just rehashed New Hope. It's like that, but they just do it worse. Everything's worse.
So is this like supposed to be
was
like
it like the first one? Was it like the first one?
It's okay, so Neo's back in the Matrix and he's forgotten who he is. And it's like they do this thing where he's like a video game designer and all like the characters from the Matrix are in his video game. And he's trying to like think what's real and what's not, and these new characters that no one care about like come to get him out of the Matrix. Oh my God! It's so dumb in every single way. The whole time, all I was thinking about was I feel bad for these actors. Why did they have to get Keanu Reeves back in here? He was probably too nice to say no. That's probably
Honestly,
yeah, probably.
Keanu Reeves is a great soul. I don't think that guy could possibly.
I felt bad for him.
Honestly, man.
Dude, okay, so the Matrix is, a big thing is guns and bullet time, these great action scenes. Yeah. How many times do you think Neo holds a gun in this?
Twice.
Literally none. He doesn't touch a gun in the whole movie. He doesn't even touch a gun.
What?
How many good guys do you think die in this film?
All of them?
Literally none.
Oh.
What?
No good guy dies.
What?
There's no tension. No tension whatsoever. Not a single good guy dies in this.
Damn.
Oh my God.
I had a feeling that movie would be shit ever since I saw the trailer, and Lawrence Fishburne was. I think I know why Lawrence Fishburne is not in it. He probably saw the script and was like, "This sucks. Fuck you."
Is that Morpheus? Is that
Morpheus?
yes? Okay, I was gonna say something about that too. They got the great value Morpheus, and they just put him in there like no one was gonna notice. It's terrible. He's
They
bad.
got the fucking
It makes
Kroger
no
brand
sense.
fucking
Yes,
Morpheus.
yes.
Oh
The fight
no.
scenes and the choreography and the camera guy in this are terrible. All the fight scenes are like cut off at the chest level. You can't see their feet or anything. It's like zoomed into them just like flailing their arms.
What the
It's
fuck?
terrible.
I don't
Like,
know, man. That sounds
oh my
pretty
god,
good to
dude,
me.
it's
I'm
so
kind
bad.
of now that you describe it, I'm excited. Now I want to go see it. I'm actually
You
really
don't.
turned on.
You don't. If I paid money to go see this and it was on HBO Max, I would have fucking left. I
Oh
would
yeah,
have
no. Oh
walked
yeah,
out
no way.
after.
There's no fucking way I'd pay money to see that. If it's really
Terrible.
that bad, get the fuck out of here. I'll watch it on HBO Max. It's a
so
shame.
bad.
It's a shame. Warner Brothers, they're ending this whole HBO Max thing. I'm assuming because the new Batman is only going to be in theaters, I guess. So starting next year, no more
Yeah,
new movies on
sucks.
HBO Max, which sucks really bad.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
crazy.
plot line.
Drew, when we saw we saw Spider-Man again yesterday, and I don't even remember. Did they have a showing for The Matrix? Did they even have it out? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's a show. There was when I looked at showtimes, there was a showing, but I highly doubt everyone's at the fucking movie theater just Spider-Man, man. They're not gonna go
yeah,
see The
dude,
Matrix.
that movie's
Oh,
been out.
100%.
That movie's been out for like 3 weeks, and I was surprised how busy that's theater.
Dude, there were so many people in the theater. I was kind of shocked too because this is a very popular movie. Like apparently I seen today it's number 6 like domestic like blog box office
Box,
opening
Box, yeah.
box office opening ever. Um
Hmm.
that's pretty
Wow.
fucking nuts and it hasn't even that's insane. And it's already made over $1 billion.
Yeah, that's like the first movie I had to like buy tickets ahead of time. Like I had to buy it like the day before because they were almost all gone.
Well, you
And
guys
this
know
was
the
like a
fucking
week after they came out.
Yeah, you guys know the fucking struggle I went through just to get tickets for opening night. That was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Website
Yeah,
going down every few minutes.
I have part of it recorded during the Days Gone playthrough.
Yeah, that shit was fucking. And I have never fought so hard just to get a fucking movie ticket before in my life.
Well, you have now.
Fandango was going down. Tickets started getting sold before
Dude.
before they were supposed to. I was panicking. I'm like, we're not gonna be able to see the fucking
Dude,
movie.
yeah,
After
I
2
know.
hours, it took me. I started at what 8:45, and I didn't get the
2
tickets.
hours.
I didn't get tickets until like 11:15.
Dude, Fandango was fan fucking you in the ass is what they were doing.
It was, but hey, we
Yeah.
got the tickets. But hey,
We did,
welcome to episode 3 of the
episode
podcast.
3. I can't believe, dude. If
Yeah,
we
I can't
make
believe
it to
we're going this
if we
far.
make it to episode 10, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, there's no reason.
Episode 10 special, you heard it here,
There's
live suicide.
no
Yeah.
reason that we should even get any money or get any fucking shit off of this disaster.
Oh
You
yeah.
made a good point, Bird, earlier in the Discord that it's archived that the very first discussion on this podcast ever was talking about putting peanut butter on your nuts for
Yes.
a fucking dog to lick it off. So that really, I'm glad we did that though, because it set the bar. So anyone that watched it and proceeded to continue watching knows that their expectations, shouldn't be that high.
It's like initiation. We have to
Yeah, it's like
traumatize you
initiation,
initially
yeah.
so you're prepared for what's to come.
Our podcast
Making
isn't
you
for the
strong.
weak-minded. Yeah, it's not for the fucking weak-minded.
Not
but
for the weak-minded and tight assholes, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But
The
as
tight
you see on screen, we kind of redesigned the format going forward.
5-star. 5-star.
Yeah,
That's Hollywood effects right there.
we got myself in the top left, cheese on the bottom in the middle.
to
We got
symbolize all of the smegma on your cock that we have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we got Kyle as fucking John Rambo.
Rambo.
And then we got Bird as the professional retard. Yeah.
Yes,
That's an interesting thing because by doing that, we've kind of given ourselves like an identity, basically. You know what I mean? So now I feel like if this show ever gets traction, people are gonna like make meme videos or whatever, and they're gonna just use that. So I think Drew forever might be affiliated with Smegma.
No, that's fine.
So we
That's
should.
fitting.
We already gave ourselves roles. I think if we go on the Patreon, can we like assign ourselves like in the Discord you could like assign
Yeah.
roles? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because we already know that for this piece of shit of a show, I'm the creative director and I have most of the ideas. And we already know, Drew, that you handle the IT stuff because you're the one that does the recording. But this is something I've actually wondered because Bird, the little slut, has kind of just been going with the flow and hasn't been doing a whole lot
Yes.
here.
That's always what he does.
So,
Bird is
I'm a little slut.
so if I'm creative director and Drew is lead of IT, I thought long and hard about this, Bird, and I think you're gonna like it. I
Mhm.
gave you a role also. Okay.
Nice.
You could be the podcast groupie. All right.
Oh.
Now, in case you don't know what a groupie is, those are the girls that go on the tour bus with bands and just get fucked. Okay.
That sounds about right. That's my
Yeah.
life, pretty much.
Yeah.
I was taken by storm right there when you didn't know what a groupie was. I figured you'd kind of get like, ooh, like it would arouse you a little bit.
See, I've been fucked so much that my brains have turned to goo and it's oozing out of my ears.
No, it's because you were just revived and your brain has turned to cream.
Yes.
All
I
his
need
brain is
time
inside
to
of his horse
regenerate.
Yeah.
cock. Honestly, I mean, I feel like that works pretty well. And you made a good point though with your brains being fucked up, but I am still a little hurt and I would like an apology and maybe a little kiss on the asshole for you not having like the immediate response. You were like, hey, groupie, what is that? Would you have
Oh.
preferred it? Do you want me to just call you like the podcast slut? Because we're doing roles
Yeah,
here.
I appreciate the slut part. I feel
I
like
think I like
Oh, you want to
podcast
be a
slut.
slut?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
like
He
slut.
doesn't want to be a slut. He already is a slut.
Yes.
not by choice.
Yeah, not by choice.
He has a really violent pimp that's preventing him from not being a
Yeah.
slut.
So before
He beats me once in a while.
we were talking about the Matrix being bad. So Bird, this is something that Kyle and I were talking about before earlier.
Mhm.
We've been going on a bender, or you guys have for probably ever since I started talking to you, Bird. Is you guys want to watch bad movies? You guys have this fucking
Yes.
urge to watch bad
Yes.
movies. It's some
It's
type
what
of
happens
fetish,
when you're depressed. It's
some
like
Yes.
type of kink. It's
We
it's
enjoy
weird.
the pain.
I think we talked about this in episode 1, but we began the
Shitty
journey.
movies.
We began the journey of playing shitty games, and Bird, we have gone off the fucking deep end on this.
Not only listen, I said it as just like a kind, lighthearted idea. I said, hey, we watch a lot of shitty movies. It'd be fun if we played shitty games too. This asshole immediately fucking puts a gun to my head and goes, we're playing Last of Us 2. And I was like,
Oh
dude,
my god.
oh my fucking Lanta, dude.
Dude.
So I've been having, for the last week, I've been having to put up with a game that was specifically written and developed just to be politically correct, and they sacrificed all
and
other
to ruin a
writing.
franchise. Yep.
And I came up with a great title for Last of Us 2, and I think it's they advertised it as Last of Us 2, but what they released on launch day was actually How to Destroy a Franchise in 60 Seconds or Less by Neil Druckmann. Okay? So that shit is so fucking god awful. Here's my number one complaint. About a couple hours into the game, there's a scene where Ellie and this fucking chick they're scissoring together sits down. And when you were back at the camp, this chick was fucking goddamn Chen from Fast and Furious or whatever the fuck his name is. And he busts a load in her. And she's just like, okay, I'm going to go about my day. She says to Ellie, she goes, Ellie, I think I'm pregnant. And it's like, it's this whole thing where it's like, you let this dude bust balls deep in you and then you just went about it. You know what I mean? It's so fucking whack. The way that it was
do you think
constructed.
do you think they teach sex education in the zombie apocalypse? Because if you remember correctly, in the first game, the DLC, when you played as Ellie, there was like they were in school. Do you think they taught them sex ed, or is it kind of just like, it's like an
Sex ed,
unknown?
dude. No, man. It's like they've
No way.
regressed. You got to
And
remember.
it's like caveman. You just fucking
Yeah,
come
the,
wherever you feel
They
like
just
it.
come, yeah.
just come wherever you feel
To
like.
be honest, it's a zombie apocalypse. You're probably gonna die anyways, dude. I'd be giving cream pies left and right. You kidding
Oh,
me?
100%.
Honestly, dude.
I don't blame the guy. I blame the chick because she's like, oh yeah, like to your point, she's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go on this adventure, all the way to Seattle and fucking
Right after,
try to
I'm
kill
gonna
this
go.
group.
I'm gonna go to Mordor after having a load dumped in my pussy.
Yeah, what can go
So,
wrong?
Frodo
And
gets cummed inside and
yeah,
destroyed the
Frodo,
One Ring.
Bilbo Baggins fucks Frodo the whole way to Mordor.
yeah, what can
Oh
go
my
wrong?
god.
Actually, no, this is a great porno idea. So we're gonna have Lord of the Cock Rings, which may or may not
A
already
one load
exist.
to rule them all.
One load to rule them all. So it's gonna be Bilbo Baggins, or not Bilbo, excuse me, what is it? Frodo and not Bilbo Baggins. Frodo
Yeah,
and fucking Mr.
I
Mr.
forget his name.
Anyway,
I forget his name.
they
The other
fucking
midget.
they are having gay sex. But Bird, they're running because you know how like Schmeagol Gollum chases them. That's
Yes,
gonna
yes.
be you with your massive horse cock.
Oh, now I'm
As,
in.
It'll be dragging on the floor.
Dragging against
Yeah,
against the ground.
yeah.
It'll be like Terminator 2, how he was following them the whole time. So it's gonna be like that, but it's you with the massive horse cock. And
Nice.
you're keep trying to get behind them and fuck Bill or Frodo in the ass with the fucking ring. So
Hell yeah.
that's a fucking fantastic porno idea. This is why I'm the creative director and you're the slut, okay? Because when we finally get the porn studio up and running, I'm holding the camera and dude, you're the main action there. We got to send you out there because you're the little slut. You're the money maker. I got the ideas.
I'm the fluffer. Like, we need fluffing in scene 1. And I walk over there. I'm like, yes, I give it to you now.
Fluffing in scene 1. What's the fluffing technique? Is it hands, mouth, feet?
I don't like to, give out my trade secrets, so I cannot discuss that at this
Yeah.
time.
You gotta be on set. It's a surprise every time.
Yeah.
Careful though, because if he used his mouth on Tom yesterday, there's a chance you might get a finger in your ass on Tuesday.
So speaking of, since we're getting in the realm of pornos, Kyle, why don't you reveal the some of the porno ideas that we've come up
my
with?
fucking genius mind.
Yeah.
If I worked in Hollywood, there might actually be good movies being made, unlike garbage like The Matrix. However, since I'm a nobody and I can't get into Hollywood, next best thing, porn. So I've got these great fucking ideas. I'm full of them. I'm literally full of shit and it's coming out of my fucking ears over here. I came up with a porno for Spider-Man where we were watching the Spider-Man 2 or the Ravioli trilogy.
The Raimi
We're
trilogy.
watching fucking Spider-Man 2 and just seeing Dr. Octopus's 4 arms. My imagination is running rampant. I'm thinking this dude's gonna have 4 dicks on his arm or as like coming out of his fucking back and shit. His name will be Doc Cock, right?
Doc Cock. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He'll have 4 massive dicks coming out of his fucking back and shit. And now here again, Bird, the little slut, man. You're the money maker. You're going to be on screen as the Green Goblin. However, it's going to be
the Coom
the Coom Goblin. The Coom
Now we're
Goblin.
talking. Now we're talking.
Goblin, right? And then here's gonna be the brand. It's gonna be Splooge Man and XXX parody, starring you as the Coom Goblin, and you're gonna be flying around on the little glider, like almost like you're on your little Schmeagol, and you're trying to like trying to get all the
I'm
coom.
trying to steal the cum.
Yeah, you're
So
trying to
like
steal
when
the
he's about to
cum.
come in the girl's face, I swoop in and
You,
I like
you swoop
jump
in.
in front of him with my glider and I catch it in my mouth and I fly away and
Yeah,
do that
and you
laugh
fly away. Yeah.
as I fly away.
I catch the cum with my mouth. It'll be.
They're like, oh no, the cum goblin! And I'm laughing as I fly away.
it'll be like
That's what I
Dora,
do.
like the
I
swiper no.
terrorize the city by stealing all the cum.
It's like swiper no swiping, but you're stealing all of the cum.
Yes.
Imagine like you like some dude is like trying to like get a girl pregnant. He's like, we're finally gonna have a child, and you like rip him off and like jack him off and like come in your mouth and shit.
Not if I have
Yes.
anything to say about it.
Not if I have anything. And it just fucking gets a load dumped on him.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna have the opening scene, right? We're gonna be Splooge Man, okay? His icon on his chest is gonna be a dick busting like a little load, right? But it's gonna be like it's gonna have like 8 balls, so it's like a spider. So it'll be a dick with 8 balls shooting a little spidget
Nice.
of cum, and it's gonna be the scene from the first movie where he saves MJ in the alley and they kiss upside down, right? So what's gonna happen is we're gonna again my vision is beautiful because you got to cater to every audience here, right? So we're gonna have these guys come up to our female lead, and it's gonna be like an attempted gangbang. But then what's gonna happen is Splooge Man is gonna come, and he's gonna fucking like shoot his load, and he's gonna like stick all the dudes to like the wall, right? Then what's
Okay.
gonna happen is like the scene in the movie where they kiss upside down. What'll happen is they're gonna have like an inverted fuck, right? So it'll be like a standing 69, basically, where he's got his dick in her throat while hanging upside down. Now, the 3 dudes that tried to rape her that are stuck up on the wall are jacking off while they're watching them.
Oh my god.
69. So that's that scene. But then what we could do now, you have a massive plot point, is right as he's about to dump his load in MJ's throat, you come in, the main villain, the little coom goblin, and steal the load, right?
Yes. Yes.
So then Act 2 comes in. Now it's Doc Cock, right? 4 massive, like Saints Row 4 dicks on his arm. And then this, I'm not sure how this scene will play out, but I basically had it something where
So are we
Splooge
doing
Man,
like 2 dicks in each hole with him, or like what's going on?
so it'll be like a you know how sometimes there'll be like ridiculous scenes where it's like one guy and like 4 girls, and then like the other girls are like all like twisted like pretzels doing like scissors and shit around.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we'll have like a like a lab set up, and it'll be one girl like all leaned like laying down, and then each one is gonna be him fucking. So 1 dick per hole, and then you're gonna you're gonna be like watching little coom goblin. You're gonna be like plotting. This will be a main plot point. Is you're gonna be plotting to steal all 4 loads from
See, now we're talking. Yes.
each of the each of the fucking dicks. But then Splooge Man comes in and tries to foil you, but then I don't know, we'll probably have some shit where like you steal some of the cum but not all of it. And then maybe like the grand finale will be like some type of thing where like you're like having like your ultimate scheme where like everyone in the city's like bukkakeing you. Like so
And I get bigger with each load, so I
you get
Oh, man.
bigger. We're going back to the cum sorcery. It'll be like the kiddie pool, but you'll be sitting in the kiddie pool and everyone will be coming in there. So it'll be like
Nice.
Michael Phelps swimming through like a pool of cum.
Oh.
Oh
Wow.
my god, dude. See, this is why I am the creative director of And You're the Slut, because this is how the money gets made.
Yes.
Well, remember, Kyle, I think we have one more idea for a porno.
Oh, dude. We watched every couple of years I watch the original fucking
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, yeah. And that shit was on HBO Max. I sat down, watched the whole thing, and then your dumbass wants me to watch the live action Titans, which oh my fucking god, dude.
It was all right in the beginning.
Why do you hate
Went
me?
off
So
the
I just want to
rails.
say this. Why do you hate me so much? Why do you deliberately try to get me to kill myself
That's
with
the
some of
fun.
the
That's the
some of
fun
the
of it. What do you mean?
shit you put me? I said let's play some shitty games. I thought we would ease our way into it. You fucking like literally like sent me to Hiroshima 1945 type
Oh yeah,
shit.
and we still have. Keep in mind, we still have like another 30 hours, so we're in for a
30
ride.
hours that
Yeah.
I might
Oh
not
my
be able to
god.
fucking endure
Well,
of torture. I'm literally so I watched the show and I'm like, okay, Titans sucks ass. We go to fucking Disneyland and I'm talking to this fucking beautiful Johnson Swell, and it topic comes up, my massive brain, where I was watching those barely legal 18 porn videos, and I thought to myself, wait a minute. And I had like that word play there, and I thought, dude, okay, Teen Titans the porno, right? And this is going to be massive. So what we're going to have is it's going to be called 18 Titans, but it's going to be like the number
massive
18.
name.
So
Yeah,
it'll
massive
be like
name.
18-year-old porno, but 18 Titans, right? So then the main villain is going to be Dick Stroke, right? for Deathstroke and Dick Stroke. And then the only other ones I was able to come with was Starfire. Her name would be Starfuck. And I haven't come up with any other good names, but I basically wanted there to be this scene where it would be like those like manga hentais where they're like, the girls are like sweating real bad and they're like, what I'm talking about, and they're like getting fucked super hard. That's what popped in my head because Dick Stroke is like a buff 50-year-old and there'd be like these two 18-year-olds. And since he's strong as fuck, he's got them both like choked up against the wall, and then he's like going back and forth, fucking them like hella fucking
Oh
Nice.
hard.
yeah.
So that's where we're at with 18 Titans, the jubilant fucking silver screen release coming to a theater near you. Probably never, because I'm gonna fucking die before I can write it. But expect Bird. Now, Bird, you're the moneymaker. Where do we fit you into this?
For this one, I might just have to be the classic fluffer. I might just have to fluff.
Yeah,
you,
he
might
might
have,
have to be the
I don't
fluffer.
know.
Yeah.
you might have to be behind
Yeah.
the camera in between scenes,
Yeah.
fluffing Dick Stroke,
Yeah, that might have to be
giving
it.
giving a Dick Stroke, dude. We're gonna start a fucking brand, okay? We're gonna have a porn studio. We're gonna have a fucking gaming channel. We're gonna have the Patreon. We're gonna sell merch. We're gonna have an Instagram page. We're starting a fucking brand, okay?
What is
Cereal.
the brand name? Is it
Cereal is
cereal?
breakfast soup. We're gonna have a cereal. We're gonna sell our own cereal. We're gonna partner with Kellogg's. We're gonna sell
Oh
our own
yeah.
cereal, and the
Cream
cereal
Loops.
it's
Creamy
Cream
Loops.
loops. Yeah.
I don't think many people will buy that.
I don't think
Cream
anyone would buy
Flakes.
that, but who knows? Flava Flakes.
I
Flava
was
Flakes. There you go,
Oh
folks.
no, Bird. Till this day, I still have like if I'm a little too drunk or if I'm a little too high, I'll like grieve over some of that lost audio of
I
Flavor.
know it was so good, but honestly, I don't. I don't know if I was like very tired or partially drunk, but I don't really
Wait, what do you
remember
wait?
much of the
What do you guys
Flavor
talk?
Flav.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Bro, remember when the fucking
You were playing
Batman
Arkham City or Arkham Knight? Which one?
Arkham
One you were
Asylum
talking about? Arkham Asylum. Okay.
fucking
Yeah.
it was remember when the PS5 update came out a few months ago and it reset audio settings?
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah,
And
yeah,
we were losing party audio and clips.
yeah.
So it was like the day that update came out, and it was like super fucking late at night. Me and Bird are doing a playthrough of Arkham Asylum, And this discussion like literally proves like what our IQ is. Like we are a bunch of fucking cavemen. We're
Yes.
basically, I think it was something along the lines of like if you bust a nut like on some type of surface and come back like a day or two later, it'll be like kind of crusty and like flaky. So then we wanted to copyright it and brand dried overnight cum as Flava Flakes.
Flava Flakes.
We
Yeah.
weren't
Oh,
sure
yeah.
we weren't sure what the application of it would be because we were like, okay, Flava Flake sounds like Frosted Flakes. Do we sell it as a cereal? But then
Yeah.
Bird
I
had
just
a
had a great idea.
oh
I don't
yeah.
know if I said this originally, but you know those it's like it's hard to describe. The like breath mints where you put on your tongue and like
Oh
dissolves.
yeah, the
There
The
we
paper.
go. It
the
comes in like a little
Listerine.
capsule.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Listerine.
Yes. You take a little
A little
layer of
Flava
cream
Flake,
and you put
little
it
Flava
Flava
Flake.
Flake and you put it on your tongue and it dissolves.
It
Oh,
makes your breath
That's
smell
what.
like cum.
Yeah.
You want cum breath?
I don't really think
Sell it.
that's a
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really think that's
That's
a
a great
proud
idea.
accomplishment. But I
No,
I
mean, who
think we
knows?
might be millionaires.
we
Maybe.
will because there's an audience. You got to think there's an audience for
Yeah.
everything. What we'll do is we'll partner with like Adam and Eve or like some sex store.
There you go.
And
Now
you
we're
know
talking.
how they have flavored lube. What
Mhm.
we'll do is this will be like a revolutionary product where now people might have like a fetish of like when you're making out with someone, like their breath smell. You might want to
Yeah.
smell cum. So you drop a Flava Flake in there, and now
And we could
Oh,
push some THC or something in it. You can get high when you take a
oh
flavor flake
yeah.
too.
oh
Like we
no.
can expand the brand here.
Oh,
How
Like
do
we're
dude.
you
just at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
how do you
There's a massive audience
how
here.
dude, you really caught my because I'm you really caught my attention with the THC. When you make the THC induced Flava Flake, do you like take a little lab drop? What I'm thinking is what you do is you take a guy and have him like take a fat ass rip of a bong. And as he's taking that rip of that bong, you try to like get him to bust and see if his load will contain said
See,
THC.
yeah.
Because I'm trying
We're
to
gonna have
think
to
how
experiment. I'm gonna have
yeah,
to talk to
the R and
HR.
the R&D department on the
We'll get
Flava
something going.
Flake.
On the
Yeah.
Flava Flake experiment.
It's a multi-purpose. I feel like that's our best route is to sell it, to brand it in the sexual marketplace because then it'll be like you said. I know it brought up like fucking like little croutons on a salad. Like you know, you just put them on there with
Oh
a
yeah.
little
Yeah.
extra flavor. You know, fucking use it as fucking dude. What a product! I would buy the fuck out of Flava Flakes.
There
I
you go.
wouldn't. I wouldn't use them personally. I don't think I'd put them in my mouth, but I'd fucking have some bitch put them in her mouth for sure.
There you
So
go. Yep.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
that's fucking awesome, dude. What a fucking product. The brand, dude. The brand, man. Oh, we should make like a Flava Flake T-shirt and everything too.
There you go. There you
What
go.
would
We
the
gotta
famous?
copyright this before someone steals our
Yeah,
flavor flake idea.
we need
Yeah.
that. We actually need to go to a fucking patent lawyer, like time me out. Like, dude, fucking what was it? What do you think the Flava Flakes T-shirt would be like? What's the Flava Flakes merch?
I think it's like a picture of like a cereal box or something. It's as the design of flavor flake.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me now is since the podcast is cereal is breakfast soup and this is the brand, what you're telling me now is we're gonna rebrand ourselves and the podcast as Flava Flakes is what you're telling me.
No, this can just be one of the products we sell. This is
Oh,
just
I think that we should probably in going off of that more is if we do partner with Kellogg's, we should like we should make like a whole bunch of like cereal like brands. So like
brands.
we could have Flava Flakes. We'll have a cereal just called breakfast soup. And then we could have like I don't know like Dickios or something like little dicks.
Didn't we say cream loops or coom loops?
Fucking
Yeah.
oh I don't
Creamy
know
loops.
creamy loops. We could have fucking maybe we could like reach out to some of our cum sorcerers. Maybe they could help us with a fucking cereal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, like a black magic cum sorcery. Like I don't know. Like you don't like pour milk. Like the milk turns red because it like you have to like perform like some type of ritual, and then you're like drinking like blood and then like foreskin. So it's like a cereal
Oh
made of
my god.
So will it be
blood
like? So do you
chopped
know how
off
like? Do you know how like back? I don't know if they still do it anymore, but back in the day, like when we back in like the '90s, like cereal boxes would come with like prizes and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
massive.
that see
And
now we're
so
talking.
now
Yeah,
so
this
now
is
it would come with
this is big
a
brain.
book. It would come with a book of black magic, so you could perform black cream magic on
Yeah.
So we
with the
turn the
cereal.
population into a bunch of cream sorcerers.
Yes,
So
yes,
we're increasing our ranks without them even knowing.
exactly.
It would come with a copy of like a fucking spell book, or
Yeah,
like some like a pentagram necklace and a spell book,
yeah.
and an inflatable kiddie pool so you could do your rituals in.
I don't know if
Jesus.
I don't know if we'd be able to fit that in a fucking in a cereal box, but I mean we can try.
It'll be a pre-order bonus.
A QR code, a
No,
QR code.
Yeah,
scan
there
the
you go.
Scan this QR code to learn black magic today.
we'll have like a punch card. So if you buy 10 boxes, then you'll get the kiddie pool after you fill out a punch
Oh
card.
yeah, but they have to. It's like a rebate. They have
It's
to
like
mail.
Garrett.
Yeah, it's like a rebate. They got to mail it in, and then we'll mail them back a
Yeah.
fucking kitty pool.
You get the free online catalog of sorcery items. What do you want? Do you want the wand that's shaped like a dick, or do you want the kiddie pool? Which one's first? They'll come in like tiers. So tier 1 will be kiddie pool, but then you'll have to use like your own blood and shit. But then tier 2 will be like a supply of like shit, blood, and cum for you. So that way you don't have to like
Ah,
either drain yourself or kill virgins, do any of that dirty work. The dirty work is done for you.
Yeah.
there you go.
Whatever happened to having a good supply of virgins in demand to sacrifice?
Ever since the invention of OnlyFans, so that has
Ever since
increased dramatically.
the invention of OnlyFans, bro.
Speaking of OnlyFans,
Oh my
I
Lanta.
Yeah,
I
I've been wanting to hear
have a
this.
this has come out recently, and it's been the family drama for a while.
All right, so what's going on? What's
That
going
one
on?
of my cousins is on OnlyFans, and she's doing
Oh,
Get
like
the fuck out of
hardcore
here.
shit.
What do you
And
mean
we
by
found
wait?
out,
Whoa! What do you mean by
okay,
hardcore shit?
like we're talking fisting and pop bottles stuff every week. Like this is
Whoa!
the kind of hardcore
Oh my
stuff.
god!
We
oh my
found
god.
out because someone at my brother's school came up to him and was like, "Look at what your cousin's doing," and showed him like her like
Oh,
fucking fisting herself or something.
Dude,
So he's
herself?
personally traumatized from that. Thank God I
Oh
didn't have
my
to see it.
what the?
god.
Wait a second. So this motherfucker. Wait, I want to know how the original guy found it. Like, is he like being a creep and like, oh,
Oh God,
I
I
wonder if
don't
his
Dude,
cousin has an
okay.
OnlyFans.
Listen. This is OnlyFans. Okay, we live in a day and age where there's a bunch of weirdos that just go on OnlyFans, don't have sex. Hence,
yeah.
virgin sorcery is strong. But dude, so she was doing. So let me get this straight. She was doing this behind closed doors, but it came out
It
accidentally.
came out, and now that it's came out, that they were already kind of like the bad kind of side of the family. No one really likes them, but now it's like, oh my God, no one talks to them. Keep your kids away from them.
Oh
What
Kind
my
of
the
goodness.
fuck, man?
yeah.
So
And
you,
we recently had a wedding in the family. They were there, so that was
Oh
great. They were
no!
like in the table by themselves, the
oh
OnlyFans
man.
table.
Did you?
How old
I
is
was
she?
I was making jokes about her making an announcement to the bride that everyone here is gonna get a 10% discount to my OnlyFans. Surprise, guys! Use code gaping asshole for 10% off my
Use
OnlyFans.
Look
code
under
Flava
your
Flakes.
chair. Look under your
Yeah,
chair. Just a 10% off coupon off my
yeah,
OnlyFans.
Look under your chair. I
yeah.
gave you all a free foot pick with.
Oh my God,
Bro,
yeah.
how old is she?
Just like 20s, like mid 20s.
So how
Yeah.
old's your other cousin that got told? Like, is he in like in high school or something or
Oh, that
college or
was my
what?
brother.
Your
Yeah. Oh,
brother?
he graduated. This was like a year or so ago when he was still in high school.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
so
They told him about.
it's been out for like a year.
It's been out for like a year, and then more and more details keep coming about out that what
Did
she's actually doing, and it's just getting progressively more
dude?
disgusting.
Fuck details. Fuck investigation. You get a subscription. We're getting to the bottom
Oh
of this
my
right now.
God,
I want
Oh
you to fucking
no.
see. Hang on.
not a
Whoa,
chance.
I
no.
don't have OnlyFans. Can you go online? I'm not gonna subscribe, but I just want to like see what this woman looks like. Hang on,
Not
onlyfans.com.
good.
Hang
I
on.
don't know her OnlyFans. I don't know where you're looking.
Oh my god, I can't even. I have to have an account for
Yep.
OnlyFans. Oh my god,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, internet. I'm not a fucking dweeb or a creeper. I don't have an OnlyFans account. So
This is
unfortunately,
not
we can't.
advertising for OnlyFans,
No, this
viewers.
We
is
Do not
we
not.
go
This is
can't.
subscribe.
This is
no.
not. We're not fucking trying to insinuate we're sponsored by OnlyFans. However, I
Oh my
really want
god.
to go full detective mode and see exactly what has been in that asshole of hers. But
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
because I don't have a
Well,
fucking
her
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
fist.
last I heard of pop bottles and
Pop,
stuff like
Wait,
that
whoa,
was
whoa,
which
whoa,
just
whoa,
in
whoa,
her
whoa, whoa!
ass.
Like,
a
like,
pop bottle, like a beer bottle?
Pop beer bottles, pop bottles is what the last thing I
wait a
heard
Ooh,
second.
in her
Is
asshole.
it like the guy that shoved a jar up his ass?
oh
I
no,
don't
please,
even
no,
really know.
stop, not that. Okay, now here's a big question. Which end first, the neck, the skinny end, or the fat end? Because if she's
I would
putting that,
definitely say you would have to go skinny in first.
but
I mean,
listen,
fat end's kind of hardcore. So I
but
mean, if you
fat
want a
end
bigger
is.
audience and more donations, you probably go fat end first.
Oh no, dude! I can't even just like that. That's
I
just
can't even fucking.
Yeah, no,
that ain't
it's
right.
hardcore.
Do you know if
Dude,
she like popular on there? Like, does she have like a
Oh
lot of
my god, I don't,
subscribers?
I don't,
Like,
I don't know.
come on, man. Do you have an OnlyFans account?
no,
No.
Drew, you have an OnlyFans account, don't you? Because that
I do
fucking
not.
bitch you simp over.
No. Oh no, no, no. That's I got that shit for free. Don't worry about that.
Oh my goodness. So there's no way we could investigate this at all. Like see a
Then there's
follower.
no way we would want to investigate this.
So come on, man. It's just porn. I mean, it's your cousin. Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
god, this
No,
is
I, well, wait a
Pretend,
second. You ain't
pretend
right,
you live.
motherfucker.
Stop.
You ain't right.
Pretend you live in Alabama for like 5 minutes. Okay. Look at your cousin's OnlyFans.
no.
No, dude. I think he
Never.
would. I think he would be. I would be fucking no. Like that ain't right, dude.
Come on, man. Hey,
Yeah.
if it ain't right, it's left. So come on, man. Fucking, there's a little bit of Alabama in all of us. Come on, you gotta admit. Come on, man. A little
my
bit of.
god.
There's a
And
little
it
bit of.
doesn't help that at the wedding they like the whole family, like their side of the family was all
Like
wearing
it.
like skimpy dresses.
Oh
Their like
no.
tits are hanging out and
So is
oh
she?
my
Do you think she's
god.
proud? Do you think she's proud that the family knows? Like,
I don't
does she still socialize with everybody? Like, is she still like
what
super? Is she
she's been
awkward or like
telling
what?
one of my other cousins what she's doing.
Get the
She's
fuck
like
out of
calling
here.
her and telling who she's fucking and like what she's doing on there. Like I don't know. I guess she doesn't care. She thinks it's cool.
That's
I don't
awesome.
I mean,
How much
whatever
money do you
floats.
think she makes?
She's on welfare and stuff too, so it doesn't really matter how
No,
much she
yeah.
makes. She gets
Bruh,
to live off the system for free.
that is so
But
whack.
yeah,
That's fucking funny. I could just imagine at the wedding, like people like whispering to each other and like pointing and shit like that.
oh yeah,
That's fucking funny as fuck.
like literally no one talked to them, just like by
Did
themselves.
you go to the wedding with Macy?
Yep, yep.
Does she know about this? Does she know that she's a
Oh yeah, I was making jokes to her.
what did she think about that? Did she think it was like
It's disgusting. It's so nasty.
what would she would have been like Macy goes, I should probably try shoving a soda bottle up my
Oh
ass
my
too.
god, no.
I'm pretty sure that'd be the end of their relationship.
Yes,
I,
100%.
I thought that.
The only thing that's getting shoved up her ass is my cock,
His horse
and she
cock.
won't even let. She's not into that, so
Yeah,
it's a
fucking.
no go.
Well, because it's ever since the seance, dude. It's 2 feet long. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want them
see,
either.
now it's just painful.
Now
Before, she probably wouldn't have felt it.
No, I
Like,
wouldn't
it's
necessarily.
no
I wouldn't even say it's painful. It's more lethal than painful. It'd probably kill
more
somebody. It'd probably kill
yeah,
somebody.
probably.
like
I'd split her in half, like a fucking log,
it's like a fucking
literally down the middle.
bird is a Mortal
And then when the
Kombat
cops come in, I'm like, I don't know what happened. I don't.
And then
She just split in half. I don't know.
they look down at your massive dick.
All
Bro,
right, he's guilty. Take him in.
I was
Cuff him.
watching. I was watching.
They cuff my cock. Cuff my cock in my hands.
Cuff your hands to your cock.
Get him, boys. Cuff him, boys.
Get him, boys.
You're not gonna hurt anyone anymore. You're going away.
You're not gonna. You're not gonna. You're.
You're not gonna split any more pussies in half. Dude, I was watching you ever see the Boondocks? There's a scene
Yeah.
in the Boondocks, there's a where he drops the soap in the shower, and there's this dude that comes up behind him, like this big buff black guy. And he's like, "You dropped the soap, now bend over and pick it up." And then it zooms down, and this dude has a dick that goes down to his like fucking shins, bro. And it's like swinging like an elephant's trunk. So
Oh my God.
I imagine
Jesus
like
Christ.
they walk in, the cops walk in the room, and you're just standing there doing that
Oh,
like dumbass
no.
face, like like that fucking face you do.
Yeah.
And then they fucking go that episode of SpongeBob where he eats like all the fucking lollipops, and they go, "All right, if you don't, or if you, or what, how's it? If you don't want the time, don't do the crime." And then you're just sitting in there naked with your hands cuffed to your fucking tongue.
Naked and afraid.
He's like Hannibal Lecter. How Hannibal Lecter had the muzzle, but they have to like have like a device to keep his like dick in check.
Yes.
Like, strap him into a
I can
gonna-
see a Bird on an episode of Naked and Afraid.
naked and afraid.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Half of the fucking screen would need to
Yeah.
be blurred out because of his massive
Yeah,
cock,
blur it
but
all out.
Half of the fucking screen. Basically, yeah. I was now that we're on the topic of like the massive horse cock and how I mentioned like the scene from the Boondocks, we were watching Drew, remember fucking when we watched that Harley Quinn show, dude? That shit was funny as fuck. It's a bummer that season 2 kind of sucks. But season 1
it's still good. And season 2 is still good. It just kind of tapers off a little.
tapers off.
Tapers off a little bit.
The best. Have you seen the Harley Quinn show, Bird?
What? Harley Quinn? No.
The animated show.
Where's this show at?
HBO
Oh,
Max.
no.
It's pretty good.
No, I haven't.
So it's kind of like new wave, whatever, but it's basically like Harley Quinn stops being Joker's girlfriend. But the first couple episodes, she's still with him, and probably the best because it's supposed to be like a comedy show.
Yeah.
And there's like this line of dialogue where what is it, Drew? You know what I'm talking about, the piss thing, where like Batman comes in to like try to stop him, and then how fucking help me out here.
Oh,
Harley Quinn
it's the beginning. It's the beginning. It's the
of the
beginning.
show.
It's the beginning. Yeah, it's the beginning of the show, and they're on the yacht, and I don't know. He's talking about I don't know, something about making the other people piss. I don't know. I forget what
he
they
said
say,
something about like making someone piss or something like that, and then Harley Quinn says like some weird sentence that could be like double entendre, and then the Joker looks at her and like kind of like seductively goes, "You want a mouthful of piss?"
Yeah.
I thought about Vandermark's whole spiel about how a golden shower, like, okay, hypothetical, right? You're with a fucking girl and she's like, "I want you to just piss all over me," right? But here's the problem. How do you know how much piss is enough? Do you give her like a little bit? Do you give her the full stream, the full bladder? Like, what's the
Okay.
fucking
I don't
So,
think her mouth probably couldn't hold a full bladder. You probably have to
well, I don't know.
just time it.
Does she want piss in
Time
her
it
mouth?
with
Does she
each gulp.
want piss? Does she want piss all over her body? Does she want it like where's the piss going?
dude?
Where's it?
It's you take it away, champ.
Yeah,
because-
I guess, I'm not into that shit, but I mean, if
That shit's gross. I don't understand how anyone's
I don't know how anyone's into that, but I mean, if in a alternate universe, if I am into that, and I would just go until she tell me to stop. Like,
Listen, man, you're saying all of this weird. You're saying all of this like, "Oh, I'm whatever." But I already know if that one chick that you simp over said piss on me, you would do it in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, why not?
I had to, dude.
I think if she was gonna say she made me do that, I would have to get like something in return. I'm not just gonna piss on you. Like, you do orgasm over piss? Like, how
I don't
does
know.
that work? How does that good for you?
Maybe it's
Are
the
you
warmth.
freezing
Maybe
cold?
it's
Do you let her-
it's
you
maybe it's
make her
the
sit
warmth from the
outside till it
piss.
gets cold?
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
well,
she
here's
comes
the
back
thing.
in and you piss all over her, and it's like, and it
Why
like warms
does-
her body.
Okay, well, you say that, but why does your character of the Coom Goblin always got to steal the load, huh?
Okay, that's different. That's passion. That's passion, not reward. All right.
It's passion, not piss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I had a dream recently where My celebrity crush, fucking wonderful Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. I have this dream where someone gives me, I guess, as a gift, a sex doll of Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. And it's a sex doll, it's just like a lifeless husk. However, it's essentially her. Like, because I guess dream logic, it's essentially her.
Is
Like,
it
it's
is
a
it
real,
like is it
it's
like
a
one of
real
those
human being.
is it like one
No,
of
it's
those sex robots? Like is it
no, no,
Like
no,
a
no, 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 no.
full body?
It's
We're
no,
talking
it's
full
the
body?
actual body. But like I said, because
Okay.
dream logic, it was actually Wonder Woman Gal Gadot, but
Mhm.
it was supposed to be like a lifeless sex doll. So immediately I'm hard as fuck, dude. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I lift up like her like armor skirt to start fucking her, and
Yeah.
there's nothing down there. It's like a Ken doll. So they gave me like a
what
pussyless,
the fuck?
assholeless sex doll. And then I'm
Nah.
like, I'm super pissed off. So then I get up and I go outside, and like outside of the apartment, it like looks different. There's like a table with, it's like raining outside, and there's like a table with a bunch of people outside. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are all you people doing? And there's like this dude like running down the street, and he was like, he sucked ass at running. He was like super out of shape, and I was like, hey, and I'm super pissed off at everybody. So I'm just yelling at people. I point at him. I go, hey, you're slow as shit. You fucking suck. And then I go up to like this table of fucking people, and they're like all just sitting there eating, and I'm like Pitkin, like going off, and they're like all looking
Yeah.
at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this
So
guy?
we have like 10 minutes left. How about you? Since you're talking about Pitkin, why don't you talk about this wonderful individual?
Oh, dude, Pitkin, bird.
Oh my god, I don't know if we can describe this man in 10 minutes.
Oh my god,
Mad
this my
Max.
okay.
He's
He's
oh my
basically Immortal Joe from Mad Max. Okay, listen.
in real life.
In real life, like
Yes.
literally, this guy would literally, if it came to it, would stand on top of the tank, would literally disembowel, like eat people with his bare hands and eat them and
He
like
has ate
put
a
their
person.
bone. He
Wait,
Confirmed.
claimed,
what? Wait,
he
what?
claimed, he
I
claimed
100% believe him.
yeah, he claimed to have eaten a human being at one point, and then he was just a fucking psycho. Like he would literally be like Mad Max. He would paint the Bradley with blood and put like a bunch of weird cultist shit, put like skulls and spikes on it, and would like stand on top and go, "Witness me!" Like a fucking psychopath. He was like Two-Face. He actually had like two people living
Yeah, an
inside
alter
of him
ego.
because he would be like all calm. He'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
What what was on that? Talk about his flash drive.
Oh my god. Bird, do you remember the flash drive?
Yes, a flash drive of unknown contents that no one would ever see besides him that he wants to be buried with.
So yeah, so
So I
talk a
imagine
little bit
we're
about this
talking
flash
about
drive.
like the nastiest, like gore porn, fucking maybe him eating and killing people.
So from what you guys,
Videotaped on
so
this flash
yeah,
drive.
so what you guys have told me, he carries his flash drive with him wherever he goes. He wears it like a necklace, and
Basically,
he claims
Yes.
that this flash drive has $10,000 worth of content on it. If I'm not mistaken, that's what you
yeah,
guys said, right?
he said the
I'm sure
flash
it is.
drive, he said the flash drive was worth like $10,000 or $20,000 or something like that. And he carried it with him everywhere. And sure as shit, I shit you not, he actually did carry it like with him as like a fucking. But yeah, no, he used to show this dude, like we'd be chilling, like working on the engines and stuff, and he'd come up and he'd be like, dude, what's up, man? Like he'd be like in his nice, like his nice personality would be out. He'd be like, dude, he'd
Yeah.
like nudge you on the shoulder. He'd give you like this grin. He was like the Joker. He always had like this really fucking gnarly grin. He'd be like, fuck, man, what's going on this morning, dude? He'd like tap you on the shoulder. He'd be like, dude, you want to check out some awesome shit? This just fucking made my morning, man. He'd pull up his phone and it would be like a video of like someone in like getting tortured, like getting their like nipples cut off, like torture shit that you find on the dark web, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
damn, what the
right.
fuck. The first time he showed me one, this was before you got there, Bird. When I first met him, he showed me a video of like some South African child, or I know this was actually or not South Africa, but it was like some white boy that I guess like had been kidnapped in Peru. He clearly was drugged. He had like something in his system, and they're just literally with a machete hacking his limbs apart, turning
What
him
the
into a
fuck?
nugget. And it's so brutal because it takes them like 2 or 3 hacks to get through each limb. And it's just like,
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God, dude. That was the first one he showed me. And it was like literally a drugged child being killed. And I was like, this is, dude, really? And this guy was so psychotic. Every time I was ever on a crew with him, he literally nonchalantly, like he didn't even try to hide his phone. He would just be like leaning forward in the center of the troop area, and he'd be on his web browser and have all his tabs open on his phone, and he'd literally just nonchalantly just be watching porn, like just watching a chick get fucked, and then would like double tap the iPhone button and scroll over and then watch a video of someone getting killed. He literally was
That ain't
Christian,
right.
like
Yeah, no,
actually,
he's
dude,
crazy.
he was actually if you he literally Christian Bale in American Psycho, how that dude would just be like working out
Yes,
and like
that's a great
he
description.
literally was like doing jump rope while having porn on in the background, and then at one point was like jacking off and had Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the background. Literally, that was this guy. This dude was so fucking unhinged, and he would scream his fucking nuts off.
Yeah,
And
his alter ego was Hank. That's when he got mad. He starts screaming and he just go insane.
dude,
Oh
people
God.
people would, yeah, it actually, people be like, oh shit, Hank's coming out. Like it was actually like another person. So it was basically
See
like two
the
people.
the
What
video
the
he
fuck?
showed me as we were working on the Bradleys, and I was like putting on a side skirt or something on the side of the Bradley, and he comes over. He's like, check this out, and it's this dude. He puts he's like holding an AK out against his head, so the muzzle is like against his
Oh
head.
my
And he
God.
goes, hey, he's some Russian dude, so I don't know what he said. He's like, "Ah, no, no, no." Boom! It blows off the top, like from eyebrows
Oh
up, blows
What
off
no.
the
the
top of his head.
what the
Brains and
fuck?
blood goes everywhere, and the dude like as he's like he's dead. Obviously, he's like slouching. He's like in the couch as you hear his blood like fucking drain out onto the
Oh
floor.
my god.
Ooh.
And this is like 8 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know what to think. Like I was not prepared for this.
It's like
Oh
eight in
my
the
god.
morning, 8 in the morning on a Monday. And
You're like, Jesus Christ. What the Joe,
Instead of
wait till
getting
after lunch.
instead of
My
getting his
god.
morning coffee, he fucking looks at like people getting killed.
Yeah.
actually, yeah, he would get them daily. He'd be like, dude, let's check out the fucking daily. He'd be like some dude
Oh my god.
What
jumping
the
off like a
yeah, this
bridge.
man, that guy's
Act he
fucked.
claimed he wanted to go to the Philippines and like have
Oh
like,
yeah, it's fantasy.
yeah, his fantasy was like to retire after his wife died, take all the money, go to the Philippines, have like a beach hut, and then have 2 children and then watch them fuck all day. And I was like,
They get a
dude,
Thai boy and a Thai girl
a
and watch them
Thai
fuck.
boy and a Thai girl.
That's what he said he
And
wanted to
then
do.
he was like, I'm gonna be buried. He said, I'm gonna be buried with my fucking flash drive. And yeah, this guy literally
Fucking
fucking
nut.
actual
Straight out
psycho.
of Mad Max. If the apocalypse were to ever happen, he would be the one to start a cannibalistic cult.
He
100%.
he kept
He's the head.
he
He's the
kept
head of the
saying
cult.
that if you ever get stranded on an island with him to like run and hide, because he would go in the woods and
He
be
would
like,
eat you.
he would be like living on top of a mountain, like yelling like a wolf over like the land, fucking like a psycho with like blood coming out of his mouth.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus fucking
Dude,
Christ.
that guy
Psychotic.
was fucking awesome, dude.
He
Yeah,
Well,
was a cool dude though. I once you've experienced him, there's like no going back. It's like it's hard to like go day to day without being around him now because you've been experienced to the crazy, and now you just I don't know. Normal life just isn't the same.
yeah, honestly,
Jesus
bro.
Christ. All right, well, we're at time.
Holy fuck,
That was
dude.
episode
Alright.
3.
Dude, talking about that kind of brought back some memories. Not all of them are
Yeah.
pleasant. I
No,
all
no,
those
they are not.
times he fucking like I know he bothered you because when you accidentally drove for him when they said bring
For
Bird up here.
for 5 months, I was stuck with this man
Bird, they're
every
like,
day.
get Bird up here. And then I was like, I know what's about to happen. Remember poor Benia? Poor soul, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Oh
he got
man.
tortured for
Yeah,
a while.
the
Dude.
fucking the victims of Hank.
The victims of Hank.
Yes.
Depends on what victim. Are we talking the cannibal? Are we talking
Well,
like
some of the victims haven't been found, but
some of
the
the
ones that have
victims
lived
haven't
have
been
come out
found.
stronger.
Yeah.
It's like Jigsaw.
They've come out. They've come out stronger and able to listen to this fucking podcast.
They've come
Yes,
out stronger and hopefully, like Bird did, come back with a massive cock.
We have
Jesus
2 Hank
Christ.
survivors in the chat.
2 Hank survivors in the chat.
Yes.
Only one of them has a big dick, though. So
It's kind of like what's that disease where like you begin to miss or love like your captor or whatever, the guy that
what?
tortures you. You know that
What?
disease?
Never
There's
heard
like
of
a
that.
disease where if like you get if you get abducted, you eventually start to like your captive, like the dude like taking you captive or whatever. There's
What?
like I don't know the name of the disease, but that's what I kind of feel like. Once you've been exposed to him, at first it's like, oh my god, dude, this guy's insane. But then eventually he sucks you into his world. It's captivating. He just sucks you in, and once you're in it, there's no getting
He
out.
sucks you in and you suck him off.
Oh my
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
god! All right, signing off on episode 3, baby.
Woo, hey,
All
episode
right.
3. It was fun.
Woo!
Woo, goodbye, everybody.